business wise usikuwe na expectation.
Kwa business naye, lakini ni ukweli hata watu husema baby it's very hard for your friend to support your business. It's very
Me is kind, me is patient, me is smart, me is beautiful.
Is it? I will wewe ati nini? Utakufa wewe, nitakupiga wewe.
If ever I had a video, would you dance in it? Would you dance in it? Oh, sunshine.
Okay, so my question was tuseme kama wewe you're not in social media sana, so siwezi ku expect tuko pale commenting on my videos, liking, subscribing, si ndio? But let's say you know my dream, you know the things that I want to achieve and all that, and as a friend let's say, is it a must ama niseme is it a friendly quality ama niseme nini to want to know how far this person is coming in terms of their dream, how far what they are up to, or just asking in general, in any way showing your support to this person. Tuseme hata kama tuseme unauza nguo na ni nguo zenye mimi siwezi vaa, so siwezi nunua nguo, but I can still ask, hey, how is your market, is it selling, ama ni refer your business to someone else. Do you think if I'm not completely engaging in your life, in short, hata tuseme mambo hata na dreaming, just engaging in your life in general, does it disqualify me as a good friend, or am I still a friend, just not one that actually cares that much, or what is?
So as I said, I keep very low expectation, actually zero expectations on anyone regarding anything, right? And this is because whatever I'm doing it because I know what I'm doing. Now let's say for example I'm starting a business, right? I know why I'm doing the business, who I'm targeting as my customers. If I want them to sell to my friends, I will just inbox them and be like, I'm selling this, please buy or buy it or whatever, right? But I'm selling a commodity. I'm putting a commodity out for customers who are interested to purchase this particular thing. So you can't be angry with your friends if they don't support your business, right? They were your friends with or without the business. Let's start there. Which means there are values and things that you agreed with as two separate human beings that made you friends, right? And trust me, they may not purchase from you. They may not be very concerned with whatever you're doing. But even that one time they like, hey, let me take you out for lunch, right? When you're like, hey, I'm not feeling so good, hey, let's go for lunch. Or you're calling at night and you're just like, hey, I'm just feeling so stressed. You may not especially mention what's the issue, but they'll be like, yeah, sure, let's talk about it. That's also support. Mm-hmm. I think it's important that we learn to stop limiting how people can come through for us and accept how they are able to come through for us. You get? So for example, I'm not on social media that much, right? I don't even know what happens in TikTok anymore. But I've subscribed to a YouTube, for example, right? That's the support I can show. Oftenly I'm like, hey, how are you doing? How is your YouTube channel? That's what I can do according to what I'm able to do at this particular time, right? You as my friend, you need to accept that and tell yourself that I'm producing this commodity, which are the videos, for many other people to view, right? I mean, if your friend wants to share the link, that's good, right? Share the link on statuses. Whoever wants to reshare the link will reshare, right? But to any expectations, Mingi. That's what I believe.
I will disagree. I disagree very, very much. Mm-hmm. And it's not even about having a different opinion. It's just that I do feel like the saying of keep usikuwa expectations kwa watu is just totally wrong. Because what do you mean? We have a whole friendship and I can't expect you to act in a certain way because we are friends, right? I feel like that saying gives people such a leeway to be lazy and not show up honestly, because when I expect you, there's a certain there's a certain standard to everything. If you're friends, there's a certain standard nimekuweka. Obviously siwezi kuwa na shida and then you don't show up for me, you don't. So ukisema keep expectation zero, why are we even here?
You know why? I think I will agree with you, but I will also agree with Mo. I will say it's like ya kuweka expectations tuweke others. Kwa friends kuna expectation. Kama venye wewe una expect boyfriend wako akutext kila asubuhi ama asubuhi saa 7 jioni, ama hakuna venye tunaweza kuwa tuna date na hujani text siku 4 na ningekuwa nimekufa, ama tu ushaolewa ulikuwa harusi jana harusi yako, you know, lazima kuna that expectation ya this is my friend, this is what they should be able to come through for me in this way. But in terms of kusema in this way, ujui kama this person ako in that capacity ya kukuja in that way, but ako in a capacity ya kukuja in this other way. So either way lazima kukuwa na a certain way of showing support. Whichever way it is, hata kama naweza kosa kukuja kununua nguo kwako, naweza kuja nikwambie hey baby acha let me come to chill hapo nikukalisha as you sell. Like there's a friend of mine anakuanga na grocery shop hapa tu Jurunda. So mostly I don't even buy groceries from there cause auzangi mboga, auzangi, she just sells fruits. So nikienda hapo it's mostly just helping kupanga vitu nini, dusting, kupanga kuuzia watu, like yeye akiwa ako, but I'm telling namwambia tu kaa chini tu let me sell. Na uza hapo, you know, hata nisiponunua mimi still I've just shown her support hata by being there, just keeping her company even. So in one way or another you will be expected to show up for your friend. Kama you are a friend you will show up. Kama you will not show up you're not a friend, you are an acquaintance. Kwa sababu kama you're not showing up, sasa why? What is the reason? Yeah, so expectations tushukishe bado. So I think tunaweza sema tushukishe tu expectation for your own safety. Kama kuna moyo rahisi
but also let's okay, we can agree to disagree, right?
Yeah.
And let's just say that if you expect your friend to meet you in a certain degree or to a certain degree, please communicate. You get? Because pia usiwache tu hapo I guess. Una get? If you have a certain expectations with your friend, just communicate that and see how their reception is. Maybe you communicate and understand why they have not done it already. They have their own reasons, you never know, right? So let's agree that let's bring in the traits she has mentioned earlier about communication when you are setting expectations.
I feel like if I have to tell you to do something for me, you are not my friend, man. Because maybe I feel like myself najiambianga like mimi si mtu mwenye I have to be pushed to be someone's friend. Like if you tell me hey nataka kufanya this and that, what do you think? Ukishaniambia tu hivi I will always remember. Nitakuwa nakuuliza baby ulifanya ile shughuli nini na baby nini naendelea ile shughuli, nitakuwa najituma tu. It's like kuforce mtu kukufanyia kitu. Tuseme unataka umepatia mtu project, unamwambia nataka tufanye this and that, then this person hata lazima yushide umemtext hey ulishughulika ile kitu, anakwambia nitashughulika, unakaka kidogo umeshughulika, yani they don't even hata hawakuonyeshi kama ameshughulika or not, akwambie eti sijashughulika, hello sijashughulika ile kitu hivi na hivi kulifanyika. So ni wewe ndio ushinde tu umemwambia huko umefanya. So I think for me nachokanga na hiyo kupersist. Okay, what to say persistence is key, lakini kupersist saa zingine feels like forcing. It's like at a time I couldn't niweza kujisupport with my parents. I used to tell my dad, mimi sitaki nishinde nimekutext, nimekucall eti nitumie pocket money. Nataka tu ninyamaze, nitumie on your own. Na feel ni kama nikishinda nimekucall na kubodha. Unaona juu already unajua cause alikuwa anajua every Tuesday ananitumia pocket money every Tuesday. So ikishafika Thursday najiuliza akakamza yako nikadhani nakula vumbi huku. Like sitaki kushinda nimemwambia hiyo pesa iko hiyo every time na mtext juu na feeling ni kama namsumbua pia juu I don't know what is going on the other end juu mimi niko huko yako huko. Anaweza kuwa na a lot is going on with them. So that's why hata maybe hajanitumia ama maybe hana. But sasa nikishinda nikimcall kumuitisha itakani kama usingoje, like just be patient, you know. But sasa yeye ananiambia hapana my daughter, just remind me, nikusahau anasahau. I'm like so I just had to find a way to somehow depend on myself, ndo pia juu kama hivyo venye sana niambia many things, na unajua obviously wazazi hawatatuambia kenye wana go through, hawatasema eti sina, atakwambia hizi kosa, so inabidi sometimes ikabidi tu nimewa relieve at some point, nitafute njia ya kuwa relieve ndo pia mimi niache kusikia kama nawasumbua. So yeah, it comes down to pia communication, na pia venye umesema lazima uambie best yako venye unataka, huwezi tu assume ajiambie. Sasa mimi natakanga ujiambie juu kama wewe ni best yangu unafaa in your spirit, you just self-consciously, ni kama kuko observant. Tuseme kama saizi tuko hivi, tuseme kama ungekuwa na sweater and it's freezing outside, na mimi sisikii joto, sisikii baridi, na automatically nitaona hata signs, naona tu maybe uko hivi, naona nyewe unasikia baridi, nitampea sweater. So it comes down ni kama hivyo, sasa kuko observant. Si lazima yeye sasa amefreeze ndio ananiambia baby unatumia sweater yako. Unaona sasa the fact that kwangu umehavu kuniomba sweater na nilikuwa niko hapa the whole time na kuona una freeze, it's okay. Si sema ni mbaya juu umeniuliza, I'm not a good friend, but I feel like unafaa ujiambie tu, unafaa like ukwe somehow, ni kama kuambia bishti yako happy birthday. Sasa utashinda umemtext je by the way kesho ni birthday yangu, utaniwisha happy birthday, thanks man. Like it's just supposed to be automatic somehow, you know, it goes with the flow. You know, I don't know what you guys think.
I think I mean, what I would conclude it with is, for me, right? There are those things that I can compromise on, and there are things that I won't, right? Non-compromisable traits and compromisable trait, right? So, for me, if I set an expectation, and I'm just using your example, and this person tells me their point of view, I also learn to understand from where they are, right? If that's not among the things that I'm not willing to continue the friendship with, right? So for me, there are things that don't matter, they don't matter that much. Like for example, if a friend doesn't want to tell me what they do for earning, I don't have business finding out, you know. If they want to tell me, they'll tell me. That doesn't make me a bad friend. It doesn't make our friends, it doesn't interfere with our friendship, you get. So I would say that different friends have different dynamics, and whatever works for everyone, to each one of us is what works, right? Yeah, that's what I would say.
But let's agree, we all need to have a baseline at least of expectations.
The bar.
Yeah, there's a bar. Kuna vitu zingine unaweza fanya hata mimi nishangae, what are these? Yeah. Ama?
Yeah. I mean, kwa business wise usikuwe na expectation.
Kwa business nae, lakini ni ukweli hata watu husema baby, it's very hard for your friend to support your business. It's very hard. Hata sijaisikia mahali eti mtu bishtakia amemsupport kwa sa business, ama kwa kenye wewe unafanya maybe to hivyo to planning on monetizing or something, ni ngumu sana. And I don't know why is it?
I mean, anaweza kusaidia but later on.
Lakini mbona anangojea umake it ndo akuje kukusaidia?
Imagine hata pia mimi naweza fungua business sahi na bado utaielewa.
But inaweza kuwa ni kitu yenye tuseme wewe umefungua business unauza bags. Mimi napenda bags. Siwezi kosa kununua bag. Naweza kosa kununua maybe zenye unauza zibang. Zenye unauza hizo bags, hata kama nataka kukupromote lakini hapana. Lakini by the way you guys, fun fact, mbona watu wanauzanga nguo zenye wanauza tu nguo zina kabla zinataka, lakini yenye amevaa ni smart. Why does it work like that? Like yenye amevaa iko kali lakini zenye anauza surely bana wacha nataka hiyo umevaa, hiyo umevaa ni ngapi? Anajimarket. That is crazy man. Anyway, yeah, so in short, wewe kama uko na moyo soft, expectations weka zero. Kila mtu akue acquaintance, usiweke friends hapo. Wacha wote wakue acquaintances. Mwenye atakuja akuje, mwenye atakuja akae. But usibase your business ama your project on the support of these people, kwa sababu utakufa vibaya wewe na kuhurumia. So yeah, another question I wanted to know, what are your flaws as a friend? Wewe as a friend unajua uko na shortcomings, right? Uko na shortcomings, kuna venye you feel like wewe this thing your friend is tolerating about you, ama kuna kitu yenye wewe unaona you fall short. There is a way you fall short.
Wow. You guys don't take this as toxic traits, because I'm gonna start with communication. I don't know. You see the point where ukisema you should ask your friends how are you doing, like so regular. Ni kidogo itabidi nitakuwa nawapigia, are you okay, you okay, sawa, you know. But apart from communication, and another thing ile ya kusema, the way you were saying ati una feel somehow scared of kuambia mtu this is what you did to me and everything, I actually need to work on that. So being vulnerable in a way, and then also communication. Yeah. And you, Mo?
My flaws as the friend.
Yeah.
Wow. I think my biggest flaw as of now is I hate getting out of the house most of the times. So you find someone wants us to go somewhere, and for some weird reason I always find a reason not to leave my house. Like, I don't know, I just find the comfort of my house and the things I love doing around there interesting. Also, like, I also have other things going on in life. I'm like, I can't now include going out also as one of the things I'm doing. You know, it's something I need to work on, but I think that's my greatest flaw as a friend. The other one would be sometimes I find it very hard to explain things that seem obvious, right? So when I start getting that, I start feeling like kuna vile tunaanza kubabana ufala. Yeah, for me I would just go cold and quiet. I'm not really someone to confront. I'm like, yeah, it takes time to think, you know. I think it's something I need to highlight in future friendships. Yeah, I think those are my flaws.
Na kwanza hata kabla tuendelee, umesema mambo ya kuenda outside, ya kukua outside. Watu wana confusingi watu talkative na kuwa extroverted. Why? Kila mtu akiniona, hakuna mtu anaweza convince I'm an ambivert. Like, everyone thinks I'm extroverted. Hata nyinyi wenye mnaniwatch najua mshajijazia I'm extroverted. I swear, like, it's very hard for me to be outside. Like, being outside is such a hard task for me. I don't know why, but it's very hard. Like, if I had to choose, go outside, like, even on my birthday, like, I can tell myself, I plan for months. I tell myself on my birthday, I'm going to go for a photo shoot. I'm going to go to a restaurant on a solo date. I'm just going to dress up, do my makeup, go outside. I plan for months. I save. And then that day comes and I'm like, hey, Jajamelo, hello. Can I have 3 pizza, please? You know, najipata tu nimemalizia birthday kwa nyumba. So I don't know why. But my flaw as a friend, I think it's quite impatient. I wouldn't say I'm impatient in terms of listening to you, listening to your side of the story. I'm impatient when it comes to general matters. Let's say, like, we have to go. If, like, tukishachelewa hivi I just snap. I'm like, oh no, tuende, wewe unafanya nini sasa? Umeanza kuoga na unaona tunafaa kwenda. Toka bana, unanibo toka. Like, I always snap when, like, things start going the way they are not supposed to go and I had planned. And also, let's say, like, impatience when it comes to kungoja. Like, kungoja. Oh my God, I feel like I'm dying when I'm waiting for someone. Like, it's like going, let's say umeniambia nikuje kwako, nikutembelee na sijui kwako ni wapi. So I have to wait for you at a certain point, nikujie. Oh my God, nikingoja 2 minutes, I'm gone. Napanda nduthi narudi. I would never wait. I need to work on that. Also, I think, I don't know if it's a flaw, because itanifanya pia I project it. When you're giving too much, when uko too they available, you're too available. I'm too available as a friend. Ile to the point that after I noticed with my friends, they no longer ask me how I am. They just ask for things. Inakwanga tu, hey nifanyie, hey nipe, hey uko na hii, hey unajua this, hey. It has never been hey uko aje, unaweza nifanyie na hivi like that. Like sahi I can assure you, hata nikiingia kwa text nitakusomea, hakuna hata how are you hata moja. There is none. So hapo ndo nikajua hapa I don't know if hata ni my fault ama it's not my fault, but hiyo kujipeana sana itafanya watu sijui ni kukukosea heshima ama ni ile kukuona you're valueless. It's like, just imagine, ni kama ukikula KFC kila siku, utasikia ni kama it's something, okay, wakati mtu atakununulia, lakini kama it's scarce, ukiipata once, ndo uko like, nye kitu ni tamu, but ukizoea, it's not that valuable if it's readily available. So for me, being too available is a flaw for me, which I stopped since December 31st, 2026. I'm a new being, I'm a new creature, a very mean creature, mind you. So sikavi chonjo, kikuja wrong side, kofi, chapo moja mbili. Anyway, just kidding. Anyway, it's not physical, guys, it's not physical, unless when you, okay, wachatu. Anyway, so what are the qualities, able to pay qualities zako zenye wewe you think make you a good friend? Hata zinaweza kuwa they are not true, but wewe you know yourself best. So tuambie, what do you think you have ama you say kusema you bring to the table as a friend, like ni nini una feel this is what makes me a good friend to you or to the other person?
I think my friends should answer this question.
Yeah, but in this case, blow your jacket.
Okay, guys. Me is kind, me is patient, me is smart, me is beautiful. Anyway, I think I'm supportive. Yeah, I will support your dreams. I will try to remind you what you need to do. I am honest. I try to be honest because sometimes the fear of being vulnerable and somebody just cutting you off is there, but I'm working on that. What else? I am loyal. I can say that I am loyal. Yeah. What else? Quality. Did I say I'm honest? I did say that. Sorry. Mtakatio. But what else would I say? What would you say about me?
Yes, I have a lot. Kiburi. Sifura kichwa lakini. Anyway, yeah, hapo kwa I'll just second your supportive because I've seen it when it comes to me. Mostly for me, I'm usually very weird kuongea kwa kamera, like venye yenyewe mnashindanga mkiniambia you are funny hivyo uko interactive nini. It only ilikuwa hivyo when hakuna mtu anani record, like ananiangalia akini record, so it was easier. But when we started shooting with the star, nikaanza sasa kuluzio uoga na kwa a bit more free. So and she actually accepted to co-host for my show for a while until I'm confident. So I really appreciate that, by the way, sana kwa sababu kama siwe hata sidhani ningewahi shoot. Kama actually you're the first, when hata uliniforce ni post ile video ya kwanza. Actually if she had never posted that video, nilienda tu nikaacha nikamwachia simu, nilikuja nikapata asha upload, it's done and it wasn't even edited, it was not. Aliniambia pana tunapostikio hivyo, I thought it was jokes and then boom, it had been uploaded. So yeah, naweza sema umenishika mkono for such a long time, na sijai kuask ukwe there for me ukakosa. So I do appreciate that a lot. Hiyo ni quality yenye naweza sema sijaiona kwa other friends wenye nimekuwa na wao. And yeah, it's also another quality naweza sema ni you're very cool and calm and like chilled, of which mimi I'm the exact opposite. Wewe ati nini utakufa wewe, nitakupiga wewe. Yeah, so she has impacted me in the way that naweza pia mimi I can chill in some situations, because especially if it's confrontational wise, we una nani onyi utakugonga wewe. So nimelearn ku chill in some aspects, nimelearn ku a bit more patient and relaxed, because most of the time I get anxious, especially when things don't go my way. So that's how I crash out. So nimeweza pia ku relax a bit more through your influence. Your aura yako imeni affect somehow in a way that hata things zisipoenda the way I want them to go, especially ukiwa, I feel like I just need to tone it down kidogo. So that's a really good quality. I love that about me, the person I'm becoming, being close to you and being friends with you. What else? I would also say pia your femininity pia feminism, femininity. Baby, tulikuwa na topic ya feminism. Yeah. Na tujamaliza, by the way, we still have more coming. So feminine wise, sisi sema I was a feminine person before. Sisi sema eti nilikuwa brother, wacha tusidanganyane. In terms of appearances, like sikuwa mtu wa ku glow up, it is makeup to lashes, nini. I wasn't doing that much. Nilikuwa nafanya yes, but ile once nikiguzwa na karoho. But another occasions, but dread nilikuwa nakata 6 months sija retouch. Natoka tu natoka. I guess ni ile pia ya najiambia kuna mtu na date huku, kuna mtu ana aspire kutaka huku, so whatever man, natoka tu vile nataka. So hiyo imeni inspire kukua close to you, imenifanya nikakuwa bit more self conscious. Na sifura kichwa, sawa? Chunga. Forehead iko huko.
Next time I want applications for friendships.
So tulie. Imagine tulia. Sasa nani nimeambia sasa? Why do I do that? Why? But yes, it's very true. You are a very good friend by the way in that case. Na unani mayai 3 msichana. Usidhani eti nimesahau. Don't get it twisted. Hizo mayai nitakula. Msijali how it came akani mayai 3, but nitawapatia story time. Don't worry. Yes. But yeah, those are the most things I can say about you zenye zime impact mimi. But generally I wouldn't say nimeona anything yenye meni affect negatively ama yenye nimeona this one I can't do. So na pia imenisaidia learn put people in my space. Do mostly mimi nakuanga sisi sema loner, but sisi sema eti niko na ule friend mwenye we have similar things, so we do similar things together. So venye sasa tumekuwa friends tuka grow close hivyo, ndio nimelearn sasa I need to accommodate another person in my space pia. It's not just me myself and I. Nimelearn pia there's this person, there's this who they are, so I need to meet them in the middle. So yeah. Yes, na usifure kichwa tafadhali.
Si nimemwambia nataka CV for I need applications for you to be in my life. Umesikia? You've heard. Yeah. Thank you so much, and I'm also very, very blessed to have you as a friend and in my life, because the first thing I will say about you that I love, she goes after what she wants. I am telling you, she will go after her dreams. She will do whatever it takes. She will wake up, she will look for the people, she will look for the camera, like, oh my, you guys, she's even taught me, like, nilikuwa na slack off and everything. She's a doer. Si ule tu mtu wa kuprocrastinate. Anasema I am doing content. Atafanyia ikue nje ya choo, mbele ya matatu, whatever, she will do it. So I really love that about you, because that means you're going to be the woman you want to become. Yeah, and I also love that you listen. You listen, because I shared with her, like, I wanted to do something, and then alikuwa tu hapo, sasa tunaenda lini, you know, nikupeleke lini, ni wapi, sijui nini, and you actually supported me. So I will say you're a listener, you're supportive, and you're kind. Yeah, I really, really love that about you. And you're saying that you're a mean girl, but I have not experienced, ama kidogo tu muda asiwadanganye, she's a mushy person uko ndani. Maybe she does protect her boundaries, but she is such a kind person, and I really love that about you, and I am so happy that you're in my life. And I unfortunately have to leave. I have an emergency, but it's been great having you guys, and please comment and please stay. Mwah.
Hiya, bye and thank you for your feedback. Much wayward. Much wayward. Ile ni eti unaona venye tukiwa wadogo ulikuwa unashautiwa na mzazi alafu una talk back. So kwa hiyo movie ukitalk back wanakuchukua, mzazi anakupeleka kwa hiyo shule. Ukiingia kwa hiyo shule unawekwa katikati ya the whole school. The whole school inakusurround, wanakutetesha, wanakushautia, and you can't talk back. The only thing you say is thank you for your feedback. The crush out on me will just ningekuwa solitary confinement sai. But yeah, anyway, thank you for coming, Essie. So acha tukurelease too, but thank you so much for the kind words you've said.
Nashukuru.
Yes. Adios muchachos.
Bye.
Yes.
If ever I had a video, would you dance in it? Would you dance in